Radio time. Return to sender. Station Foxtrot. It is a station. You know, we've been to all of them, so let's go. So, hi. Hello.
You're here for the money. I told the murders I was good for it. I just need more time.
Didn't we talk about this before? I think we talked about this before. What happened between you and the Omertas?
I talked to the cashiers at Gamora. I needed more chips. I thought I was due for a hot streak. I lost everything. I made a deal with the Omertas. The Omertas were nice and said they'd give me some time to pay them back. But they also said if they had to talk to me about my debt again, they wouldn't be nice the second time.
I thought the NCR Rangers were supposed to be tough and fearless.
I don't want to talk about it.
It's fair enough. If you don't tell me, though, someone else will. And I'd rather hear your version.
We were on patrol near the dam when a Legion raiding party jumped us. We didn't even have time to radio it in. I was hit on the head with a machete and I was knocked out. I survived. But some days I wish I didn't. The rest of my squad was crucified, butchered, mutilated. All my friends, they all died, and I was the only one there. I never got to see what happened. The Legion. I don't know how they missed me, but I was still alive. Maybe they knew they'd broken me. Things were never the same ever since. I've been gambling and drinking a lot since then. I'm a fucking mess, I know it. But the Rangers gave me a second chance, and here I am.
That'll please you to know that the Omertas are all dead. Can I actually tell you? No, I can't. You were too tough to kill, and you'll get payback on the Legion someday.
Maybe. But thanks for saying it anyway.
What do you do here?
I operate the radio and call it in if we see any great cons moving from Red Rock Canyon.
Yeah, I brought updated radio security codes from Camp Forlorn Hope.
Oh, well, yeah, I can do that. Thanks.
For sure.
Watch out for great cons.
Nah, they're chill. So that is that. But there's something else over here. You see that on the mini? Hello, not you. I mean, I'm looking at you. I'm looking at the mini map. I'm sort of point. It's there. We need to go deal with some Cazadors because they exist. This is the one that I keep referring to every once in a while about the thing in the northeast that we... Oh, no, actually, the thing in the northwest that we didn't visit. Hey, stop it! Wow. Off to a terrible start with these guys. Fortunately, I have pounds and pounds of anti-venom. So, this is that place that we honestly got... Yeah, I know. We honestly got very... Oh, okay. Yeah, these guys are so fast. Okay, I'm poisoned. There's a lot of them. And here's where I gave up. I think I actually killed them. I believe we never came down here. No, we did not. So we either... Oh, plastic skeleton. Okay, we got this. It's totally fine. The danger of Cazadors is mostly the damage anyway. And you see how fast that goes. It's just so dangerous. It's not their direct damage. So, plastic skeleton over here. Very important, as we all know. And that's it. There's no... Can't believe that there's nothing else back here. Oh no, there's more plastic skeletons. Ah, now we're safe. Look at that. Look at the plastic connectors and all that. It's nice. Really. Oh, look at them. Oh! Super Mutant Master. With a fat man in it. I like that. And the incendiary grenade. I'll take that as well. Must have come from Jacobstown.
Fine by me.
I'm not going to be able to carry the fat man with me. But Boone has one. Which means I can fix it. And now he does. Very little. It's very broken.
Fine by me.
It has to be fine by you. Take it. Thank you. Oh, there are more. And this keeps going. Let's see if there's plastic skeletons back here. There are not. Oh, I know they saw me. Eddie?
All mine.
How many?
You're mine.
Oh! Did I get past this without taking damage? It's doing sparkly things at me. I think I did. Ah! Monster! And now I have venom coursing through my veins. And I can remove it again. Honestly, this area is the only reason why I was carrying so much anti-venom. Because I knew I would have to explore it. And this just keeps going, which is sort of unbelievable, honestly. Because look at where we're coming from. We just, like, came down through here. Is this going to go back to the cons somehow? Because we're kind of close. Look at it. Look at this. I think I know where this is. This is that little water. Wow. If only they knew. If only they knew. That's the little water place that they have. Getting a little bit of water into my system. And here are the cans. Also kind of interesting that they're not that far away from an NCR place. Anyway, we have a mission to complete, and it's obviously return to sender. Oh, we're just going back to Camp Forlorn Hope. Let's do it. Hey.
Welcome back.
Look at that. I'm not talking to her back of the head. I'm talking more or less normally. Every station except Charlie has been given the new security codes. Charlie was wiped out.
The station's been silent for quite some time now. I guess this confirms what we've all feared. Thanks for letting me know. I'll switch over all radio broadcasts to the new encrypted channels. This ought to help us stay a step ahead of any spies. Before you go, I've got another job available.
What else?
We've received some disturbing reports from some of the ranger stations. Heavy casualties at Alpha, super mutant legionaries at Delta. The weirdest one has to be the Great Khans and their trained death claws at Foxtrot. These reports can't be accurate, can they? I know you've already been out there, but could you do me a solid and confirm these reports with the rangers who sent them in?
Yeah, that does not sound like something that could happen. I'll investigate and let you know what I find out about those odd reports.
Thank you, and good luck.
Yeah, so I'll see you in a little bit.
Bye.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so where are we going? Right over there. Hey, Ranger?
What do you want?
Payson. You filed a report that said Legion Super Mutants wiped out an NCR patrol?
No, I didn't. You might hear that kind of nonsense from a drunk trooper on the strip, but not from me. The Legion doesn't have super mutants. That patrol was wiped out by its own incompetence. They were fooling around with a grenade when it went off. See you around.
So that's one mystery solved. What about you?
Did you need something else?
Yeah, Sergeant Ray sent me. She's curious about the high casualties at this station.
High casualties? We've had one broken ankle. Nobody at this post has died.
Reyes' information says otherwise.
Any injury, illness, or death gets radioed to Ranger HQ at Camp Golf. Chief Hanlon and his aides compile the reports and assign reinforcements as needed. And they're not needed here.
How could Reyes have been wrong?
There's other ranger posts around. Reyes might have mixed up the report.
Maybe you're lying to keep morale up?
Do a fucking head count then. Everybody's right where they're supposed to be.
All right.
Reyes got the numbers wrong. Not much more to it than that. So long.
That's a little bit suspicious. That's a different type of answer.
Yeah.
Lenk told me her story.
Yeah, it's a damn shame. There was a lot of talk about expelling her from the Rangers, especially once the gambling and drinking started. Being posted here is her second and last chance, and so far, I'm not impressed. Link's jumpy all the time, and the others are sick of it.
I need to confirm your report about the Great Khan with trained death claws.
You must be mistaken. I haven't filed any report like that. Trained death claws? I'd have remembered something like that. If someone's saying I filed that report, that's a load of crap. I won't have my name attached to a clerical error.
Clerical error.
See ya.
Don't know what to say about any of this.
Welcome back.
Uh-huh. The Rangers' version of the reports they sent to Camp Golf don't match what you received.
I knew it. Every one of the false reports was signed off by Chief Hanlon at Camp Golf. But why would the chief manipulate the reports? I need you to take everything we found to Chief Hanlon and confront him with it. I don't want to make this public unless we have to.
Okay.
Bye.
You've come back to see the chief. Nice of you to humor the radio tender. What can I do for you?
I'm investigating some intel problems for Technical Sergeant Reyes.
Interesting that she would wrangle someone else into sorting out the problem. But I suppose you're in the right place. A lot of intel comes through here.
Do you know anything about the problems?
I don't know Technical Sergeant Reyes, but coordinating intel can be messy sometimes. Things get mixed up, people get confused. Heck, I get confused, and I've been doing this for a long time now. What he or she sees as a problem might be standard operating procedure. That's not to say Reyes is wrong for being concerned, but it's easy for the sand to get in your eyes out here.
Can you give me any advice?
Well, the logical thing to do is to check with the patrol rangers and comm officers. Don't be too discouraged if some things don't match up. Different people see different things, and sometimes the meaning gets twisted, lost in static from person to person.
How do you coordinate the intel?
It's a simple system when it works. Patrol rangers radio intel to ranger stations. Comm rangers send the intel up the station chain until it reaches Camp Golf. Then I or one of the other rangers on duty organize the data, evaluate it, and send information to camps or troopers in the field.
Why don't the ranger stations send the intel directly to the troopers?
Comm rangers might have an incomplete picture of the situation. There's a lot going on out there. Intel needs to be coordinated through Golf so we can verify and advise appropriately. Troopers have enough to deal with. We don't want them questioning their intel.
Okay.
Shoot.
Okay.
This again?
No.
Shoot.
I know you're the one who's been manipulating the intelligence data, by the way.
Hold on. If we're gonna have this conversation, let's go somewhere more private. Don't worry. Not much bite left in this old dog. Sorting and manipulating intelligence is what I do. It's what Rangers are supposed to do. This job isn't all gunfighting and gulping shots of whiskey, no matter what the boys and ladies out there say.
But you're inventing your own intelligence reports. I've seen the logs and talked to the Rangers.
You have you? Misdirection. When you're pinned down, outnumbered, and 2 days from any help, it's just about the best friend you can have. Misdirection's what saved me all these years. It's what saved us at Hoover Dam. But it's been 5 years now, and Caesar's right across that lake. He's closer now than he ever was before. I was a young man once. I know what it's like to want to fight for your home. But this isn't it.
That's a really bad... It's a really bad take. I was a young man once. I know what it's like to want to fight for your home. Which means that everybody... Well... every man, because he's specifically talking. No, he says young man because he's a man. He would say it's not about gender here. It's just young person. Everybody, young or old, knows what it's like to fight, to want to fight for their own home, which is just blatantly false. There are people who don't know what it's like to want to do that because they don't want to do that. I never have. Why did you do it?
It's never going to end. This fight with Caesar. People back home don't know what these young men and women are in for. The Legion is the worst enemy we've ever faced. But we can't stop Caesar here. Not without getting a lot of good people killed. More than anyone cares to count up. But even if we do stop him, I don't see how we're ever going to be able to pull out.
Yeah, well, he's dead, but his people are still fighting, because that's what... Yeah. The game goes to great lengths to point that out, that it doesn't matter killing Caesar, and it doesn't. Not for this particular quest. But it's highly likely that I don't remember exactly how the ending goes. It's highly likely that the ending is going to be, with Caesar dead, the lieutenants took place, and they just started fighting each other, and just eventually the Legion is gone. Because I'm pretty sure, even though it works on the short run, saying that, the head of the serpent doesn't, being gone doesn't make the serpent dead. I think in the long run it is very much that case. Aren't you fighting for the people of New Vegas?
We're fighting on their behalf, but Mr. House and the families are stringing us up inch by inch. They'll drain us dry while we fight and die over this dam. We offered them sanctuary in NCR territory before, but they won't listen. Troopers and Rangers have been dying here for more than 5 years while the families sit pretty behind that damn wall.
How does spreading false intel help anything, though?
People back home don't listen. They don't care. Senators, Brahmin barons, folks who are just trying to make it from day to day. It's been so many years that people forget about it. Conscription brings in fresh troops to die here every month, like it's routine. And even if we hold this dam, what then? Are we going to send the NCR's men and women to die here for another 5 years? 10? Patrol the whole length of the Colorado for hundreds of miles? Holding this dam. It'll be the death of us.
I wonder... I'm not well enough versed in American history. And I certainly am not well enough versed in political American history in regards to war to know if this is a reference to Vietnam or Korea or any other of the many wars that the U.S. has not won over the last 60 or 70 years. I wonder if, because it feels like it. It feels like he's talking about Vietnam, for example, or something like that. And I'm sure there have been cases of misdirection, like he's saying, because he seems a little bit too sure of his own methods for it to be just him coming up in the game with a term. It's probably a real life thing that happens, and it is a real life thing that happens. In the army, that there in any war there will be people trying to sabotage things, either people who actually think a lot about it, like this guy does, or just out of like despair or stress or just hate or whatever situation. In his case, it's something a little bit more than just him. him wanting to do it, so I feel like it might be a reference to something. What does that accomplish?
Creating fear and instability among the troopers without causing harm. It's the only thing I could think of to shake things up. It took some people getting killed to realize I'd gone too far. I had to stop.
What do you think I should do about this?
First thing that comes to mind is to turn me in. But that might not be the best play, all things considered. Even if your heart's in the right place, I reckon it might do a lot more harm than good.
What will you do if I don't turn you in?
Oliver can't stand that Rangers got credit for victory at Hoover. Whatever I recommend, he does the opposite. I said I wanted us on the ridge. He put them right on the western part of the dam itself. We don't have enough firepower to hold that spot. If the troopers fall back, and they will, the Rangers will advance to cover Oliver's retreat. We lose the dam, Oliver and the center are ruined.
What about you and the Rangers?
Rangers are volunteers. Every man and woman who signs up is willing to die for the NCR, myself included. A lot of this is my fault. It's only right that I stand with them.
Well, Caesar's dead. The Legion can't hold itself together for 5 years, much less 10.
It's a gamble either way. Even with Caesar gone, we still might not outlast the Legion. I suppose that's a risk I'll have to take. For our sake, I hope you're right. I guess that I should thank you for bringing me to my senses. So, thanks. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna walk out that door and pretend we never had this talk.
Huh. You go and pretend that. And the quest is completed.
We got ourselves a little Ranger family reunion now. Time's right for a feud.
Hot gossip there. Yeah, it's weird that the quest is completed. Let's go back to Camp Forlorn Hope and ask about that. Hey, I did it.
Hey, what did Chief Hanlon have to say about those false reports we uncovered?
Nah, forget about it. It's over. Oh, well, thanks for helping get to the bottom of this, I guess. She says, without saying, and I have to read her line. It's fine. So I did the things, dude.
Back already?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Camp Forlorn Hope is done. So I can return back to Mr. House for the quest that we did in the bunker. Or the fort. But I have some things that I still have to do for the NCR. Like seeing Colonel Moore at Hoover Dam for further assignments. That's going to be a fun time. Let's focus on the fire gecko eggs, because we haven't done that yet. That's the... Oh man, I also need to sleep. Seriously, you guys barely have any beds. The fire gecko eggs... Oh, they're close by. How did I miss that? They're the ones for the Thorn Lady. And there's a sort of fetch quests that take us into the world, so I'm sort of just catching them when I want to. Butchak Cavern. This is not even a location. What? How did I not find this dungeon? Well, I know exactly how I didn't find this dungeon before. It's not marked on the map. I like it. I like it that it isn't. But I also don't like it. Because it was a pain to find.
All clear.
They are indeed all clear. I am not clear, though, because I got blood all over me. And dead people over here as well. A dead prospector. Look at this thing. Wait a minute. Is that water? It sounds like water. I need water, by the way.
Contact.
They are indeed doing contact. I think we interrupted something. Hello, fellas. Let me turn the lights on. Oh, hi. Okay, turn the light on so we can see a little bit better. That was a young one. Oh! Stop it. Okay, that works. That definitely works. What is this? Fire gecko eggs is what it is. Also, they have steak. I mean, they don't have steak. I will make steak out of their meat. Oh, there's another dead prospector in here in the middle of the... Oh, I don't need the 9 iron. No. In the middle of all the plastic skeletons. A hunting shotgun in here. Yeah. Got all those plastic skeletons. Can't even justify it not being anything else but that. So now I need to return to Lucy with the fire gecko eggs. We're gonna make some food before we do that. I'm really thirsty right now. Like, proper thirsty. I don't think I ever went up that road. I always go this way through the mountains. Because it's just more fun that way. And also there's the way to Good Spring Source, where there's always geckos.
Contact.
Really? It's geckos, isn't it? Wait, what? Shut up. Don't act like you're being shot at. So, I'm not in combat. You guys did this. Gecko steak. All I need is some good old gecko steak. And a little bit of water to wash it down with. Hello. Nope. Are you afraid of me? I think they're afraid of me. Ah. Lovely. And... Oh, gecko stick actually sucks. That is a lot. That's a lot of weight for very little food. That's kind of a shame. Let's go to the thorn then.
Welcome back, stranger.
Yes, about the eggs.
Do you have good news for the Thorn?
Yes, I have the eggs.
Good work, stranger. The Thorn will nurture these eggs until their hatchlings are ready to bleed for us. Here's a compensation for your service. I trust that we're in agreement over it.
Yes, 500 sounds plenty fine. I have no need. Actually, you know what? I don't need anything in return. Take the eggs.
Don't think your servile gesture earns my respect, stranger. But if that's how you want it, so it'll be.
Yeah, is there anything else I can do to help the Thorn?
The Thorn's calling its elite hunters to collect one of its deadliest creatures. Find Night Stalker eggs, and your bravery will be greatly rewarded.
Where can I find them?
Night Stalkers are amongst the most fearsome beasts you'll ever face. They're also hard to find, but I know of a nest at a cave near Bitter Springs.
Yeah, I think I've been there. I'll find you the Night Stalker eggs.
Confident. I like that. So long, stranger.
Aw. She likes confident. I'm servile. That doesn't work. She wants a dom, and Marty's a sub, so I'm not gonna say anything about me.